court jester. They say never get photographed with a child, never get photographed with somebody with a court jester's hat on. So, it's my honor to present this to you, Bill. In addition to knowing Bill as county counsel, also knew you as judge, and more importantly as a friend. And whether it was a four-wheel drive trip over north with Tim on a cold winter day, or hiking to the petroglyphs at Holly Lake with you, where you had a satellite phone, I had a gun, and we decided if we got lost, everybody else would die because I would protect you with the gun and you would call for the helicopter. This is true. Or whether it was going to a conference in Newport Beach in which Klaus Ludwig, our former Human Services Director, didn't show. Bill convinced me to bring my German Shepherd into the room, and they gladly let this dog into the meeting room, and Bill went over and put Klaus Ludwig's name tag on the dog. And because they were both German, the name tag sort of fit. So wherever you were, you made it a lot of fun, but more than any title, the title that really fits is gentleman. You're always a gentleman, and that's a rare commodity in this world, and I applaud you for it. So, with that, we have a resolution of appreciation. Honorable William Pangman, presiding judge of the Sierra County Superior Court, whereas William W. Pangman became a resident of Sierra County in June of, I was going to say 1891. That would have been Tim. 1981, when he relocated his family to Downeyville and opened a private practice law office to serve the local community, and whereas William W. Pangman was appointed by the Board of Supervisors to the position of County Counsel in March of 1991, a position that he held for 6 years and 8 months until November 17, 1997, and upon his appointment as judge of the Sierra County Superior Court, and whereas William W. Pangman was appointed on October 14, 1997, judge of the Superior Court of California in and for the County of Sierra by Governor Pete Wilson to fill the unexpired term of Reginald Luttrell, effective November 17, 1997, and whereas the Honorable William W. Pangman was confirmed by the voters as judge in elections in June of 1998 and again in March of 2004, and whereas the Honorable William W. Pangman recently announced his retirement effective December 31st, following 13 years and 1 month of dedicated service on the bench, and whereas the Honorable William W. Pangman has inspired the confidence of this Board of Supervisors by demonstrating personal commitment and sacrifice in serving the public in his community, his county, and the state, while doing so with the utmost in judicial temperament and at all times a gentleman. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Supervisors of the County of Sierra does hereby publicly express and acknowledge a deep appreciation to the dedicated service of the Honorable William W. Pangman, and with pleasure and gratitude subscribes his name herein in recognition in all that is contained herein, and wishes Judge Pangman and his wife Cheryl much happiness and success in all future endeavors, and adopted today. Excuse me, the ROP wasn't complete. We need to take this back.
Has it been signed off?
It was pretty overwhelming. As many of you may know, I think Jan has been asked, and I've been asked, are you going to have a retirement party? And I said, no, I just want to quietly slip out of Dodge, mainly because of Tim Beals. Work or not. But serving my professional career in Sierra County has been truly an honor, mainly because of working with all of you wonderful people on the board, the department managers. I work with almost all of you and or your predecessors, and I think all of the current department managers and their predecessors, except for Tim Beals, who I don't think you've ever had a predecessor. Something
You're
I
asking
know
for it,
about.
Bill. You're asking for it.
Looking back over my career in Sierra County, I'm reminded of Dickens' opening lines: "The best of times, the worst of times." Not there's ever been bad times, but reflecting on the court and the justice system and the way in which we deal with juveniles and children. I recall my very first engagement in Sierra County government was a call to my office. I had on jeans and boots. Jan probably remembers, it was somewhere around 1984, if I remember. And John Frank, who was then director of Human Services, called desperately and said, Judge Ruttrell says, I need a lawyer. I must be a lawyer representing the Department of Social Services. I said, well, sure, whatever dependency case is, I'll come over and help you. And I walked in, I was handed a file. There was a witness on the stand and said, essentially, you're a witness. It took a couple of minutes to prepare. In reflecting back on that occasion, the department prevailed because the two parents didn't like each other, so it didn't make cross-examination very difficult. But I've had the unfortunate of having now the yet unborn children of that couple become active members in the adult criminal community. We've got to do better than that, and that was one of the reasons for drug court. And we've seen families there that have been torn apart, and the parents probably would have ended up in state prison, and the children and forever in the foster care system, and yet now they're reunited families. People are doing really well, and they're productive members of society. This can be done, and the charge falls on the judges now and the court system and the collaborative effort that can be done through the agencies working together: probation, the sheriff, the court staff, mental health, drug, alcohol, and the many hats that Dr. Roberts wears, probation. They're all critical in making this system work. And the other thing that works is noticed in quieter times. In fact, when we moved here about 30 years ago, we were told, don't worry what people know about you because they will make it up. It was certainly true. And we noticed in the quieter times that we can all join in the local gossip and snippiness. And this isn't Mountain Messenger stuff, Don. There's some truth to these rumors. And then in times of flood and fire and disaster, we can all stand shoulder to shoulder, and for some reason all of that bitterness goes away, and that day-to-day respect and caring for each other is the kind of legacy that I hope that I leave, and that you all continue. I'm honored by this event, and Supervisor Adams, thank you all, to all of you, and God bless you.